What are you guys doing? I know, don't you be judging me. It may be 12:30 Eastern, but listen, it's the holidays. Come on in, come on in. You are either doing one of two things this Wednesday before Thanksgiving, checking all the sales online, which maybe then you'll see this, or cooking like a mad person, getting ready to host and do all the things. So this would not be authentic if I did not start you from the get-go. So it is Wet Hair Wednesday, and this is just a handy dandy little dry it faster because I don't own a blow dryer. I don't own a curling iron. I don't own a straightener. I don't own none of that stuff. But I also wanted to show you a little tip and trick that I have here. So I actually start with the root to tip serum. Now, if you're somebody who has flyaways or frizzy hair, you're gonna love this, but let me teach you a little trick about those of us who are getting maybe a little bit older. So we have actually had people reverse their gray hairs or prevent their gray hairs from coming in just by using this product. So I tend to just focus, and again, if you saw how much I had, it was literally like less than a dime size. Like I literally do maybe one squirt. And again, it is the root to tip serum, which is great for, you know, hair that needs to be combed, but I like it just in the corners of my ears. I'm still gray free, so I'm trying to keep it that way, but I've seen people turn their grays actually darker. Now, I had one gal comment and she's like, why are you focusing on grays and getting older and blah, blah, blah. And let me just say, I'm cool if you want to be gray. I love that you want to be gray. I'm fine with you wanting to be gray. What I also know is people spend a whole lot of money fixing their hair, meaning hair dyes. And so I'm just saying, I could help you do it more naturally and you wouldn't have to put all that chemical in your hair. See, I don't know how good I'm going to be at doing this, you guys. Normally this routine would take me like 10 minutes from start to finish, and I literally have probably already spent 2 minutes on this hair. So let's get started. But I guess my point was, if you want to not go gray or you want to reverse your gray, there are actually natural ways to do it. So I just showed you my tip and trick of staying gray free. And I hope that doesn't bite me because I'm actually gonna hit my 4th decade in 2024. So, and with all these children home, it might, all right. It just might progress, but I wasn't going to speak that over myself. So let's continue on. So I had somebody request, since I tend to lean natural and all things just clean, the average woman puts an insane amount of chemicals on her body, whether it be her makeup, whether it be her lotion, her perfumes, her hair products, makeup, did I ever say that? And so I had somebody request that I go live and talk about a makeup routine and getting ready with me. So we're doing that today because it's Wednesday and ain't nobody gotta go nowhere. Well, that's not true, but you know what I mean. So this is just CRUNCHI. If you've heard of CRUNCHI, I could probably get a link for you so you can get the best deal. I can hook you up with my gal, but this is just a primer. And by the way, disclaimer, Amber is not going to pretend that she is a fabulous, amazing person when it comes to makeup. I mean, I'll show you what I use, but I'm not gonna claim I know all the tips and the tricks. I'm just gonna show you what I do. So I literally used about that size under my eyes, around my nose here, on top of my nose, a little bit on my forehead. I'm not even doing it with the finger I have it on. And then I tend to do a little bit on my chin. My chin is actually where the makeup tends to, you'll see I don't wear a ton of makeup, but it tends to break up. So if you have any tips for me, like hook a sister up, because like I said, all right, this is CRUNCHI. It's just, it's called Beautifully Flawless Foundation. I honestly don't wear the whole thing. I just spot check. So like I do a little bit here for the under eyes. By the way, this is kind of difficult to look in here versus and if you think I look really like off color-wise, like it's okay, it's all gonna be okay. How many of you know that? So I just tend to do just a kind of little spot. Now, right now, I am literally red-faced from just getting out of the shower. How do you like your showers? Do you like your showers hot? Do you like your showers warm? Like, what do you like? I like them so hot, they're burning off my skin. Now, as you see, I just put the dots like right here on my forehead, my nose, my cheeks, and my chin, and then I just kind of massage up. So I'm not even, I mean, I think I used, what, like the tiniest little bit? And then I just kind of, you know, mash it into the skin a bit, gently, of course. Now, you can use one of these fancy dancy little things. I don't even know that I really need to, other than the corners of my eyes would probably be beneficial. Tell me where you're tuning in from. What are you doing today before your Thanksgiving? Do you have plans? Are you traveling? Do you find yourself in the car traveling? Are you staying home? Are you hosting? Are you a rock star that hosts? Let me tell you something about Amber Nordstrom. This girl don't host. Nope, 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 nope. All right, so that is the best we're gonna get with our, and again, I'm just literally like making sure it's mixed in. There's not even that much even on there. I kind of just use it to even the skin a bit instead of like a full coverage, you know? All right, so that's the skin. Now I will tell you the next product that I use, which is super user-friendly. You really could use only this on your face. It's the bronzing beads, and I don't even know, oh, there it is. It's the bronzing beads. Now, if you know anybody who sells this, they only sell it twice a year. But literally, you can use them for anything and everything. It has some red in there, some peach in there, some light brown, some dark brown, and I just do this for everything. I do this for quote unquote contouring because again, I am not fancy. If you've ever watched a live before, you should know by now, I am as simple as they come. So I do a little bit on the cheeks here and then just rub it down. It kind of looks very fuerte in the camera, and then I do a little bit on the other. Now, some people blow their brushes. I don't. You guys, I think I'm just really red from the shower, but it's okay. And then I kind of just work it down after I apply it to the cheeks. I just work it down into the neck. And then, hey, come on, say hi. We really got some wet hair this Wednesday. What do you think? Have you guys picked up on my week with hair? It really never changes. The day I wash, it's down. The next day, it's down with maybe a little clip up. Then it's in ponies and buns and, you know, all things throughout the week. All right, that's it. Super simple, okay? So those are the bronzing beads. Now, with the brows, you obviously can do whatever you do with your brows. I kind of just take a tweezer. I know this isn't what they're for, and then I just kind of, you know, fix them how I want them. This one tends to just kind of lay how it wishes. So you can boss it around a little bit, but you know, it doesn't really, it can do whatever it wants, is really the thing here. Okay, say hi, say something. I see y'all. My hair is very wet, but it's okay. It will dry. It's just kind of in my way right now. All right, next, I actually learned this tip and trick and I wanted to share it with you. So I use mostly, I started with CRUNCHI and then the bronzing beads, and then I have Thrive. So again, the whole reason is because somebody wanted to know my clean makeup routine. So here you go. So you can do a little bit of a blush color if you wish. As you can see, those bronzing beads really, especially after the shower, really work well. This is the highlighter, which I love, and you can just kind of highlight the cheekbones a little bit, highlight. I don't know why we do this. Tell me why it is. I feel like I don't need to highlight my nose anymore. And then this is why you'll see the sparkles, because I just put them right there. And then I'll just do lip gloss. So I remember one time I had a friend, she was like complimenting she's like, I love that lip color on you. And I wanted to laugh because it was literally my highlighter stick. And then on the end of the Thrive highlighter, it comes with this little brush. So I just kind of dab it in here like this. And then I'm gonna swing back to the highlighter a little bit because I'm not gonna do blush today. I'm gonna go really super light. Normally I would just kind of, again, highlight the cheekbones, but I learned a tip and trick that I really like. So normally what I'll do is I'll just do a little sparkle in the crease. I'll get to that in a minute. And then if I do anything, sometimes I'll do like a little bit of like a darker color here. But watch this, and I really like it. It's kind of rosy. It depends on my outfit, but the rosy glow that it offers is just really something I've been enjoying. So this again is just my Thrive. It's my blush. You put a little bit on your finger here, and then you just put it right there in your crease. Have you guys ever seen this? It's literally for just like a rosy, simple, cheery glow. And it just looks really, it's like I said, it's just cheery, but it's natural. Let me see, hold on, I can't really see what I'm doing. It's funny how like one angle in the camera you can see, and then in another angle you see it hardly. Okay, you guys are being shy today, or Facebook is being lame, because Facebook gets like that. So I do a up the nose shot. How was that for you? So I always do a live every Wednesday at 5 for my VIP customers. And where was I going with that? Oh, and Facebook doesn't often show me their comments, and it's really, really, really annoying. So I obviously have some left on my fingers. I'm just pushing it into my cheeks. But anyways, I really liked that because I feel like it's just super simple, but it's so like, I don't know, it feels cheery, it feels bright. It could go for any season. Like it totally looks summery and springy, and yet who wants the doom and gloom of fall and winter? So just, you know, spice it up a little bit. Okay, now I always do like to do a brightener in the corners of my eyes. So again, it totally depends on my outfit with where I will go with this. But I have just kind of a shimmer pink, a shimmer white, which I haven't been loving, so that's why I put it on Asia. She was obsessed when I was like, okay, you can do a tiny bit of makeup for the show, you know? And so we put a tiny bit of this on her eyes, and she thought she like was the bee's knees. So I tend to, hey, Debbie, come on in. So this is just kind of like a neutral color. In fact, what is she called? Stella. And I just kind of highlight right here in the corners. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Debbie? Are you traveling? Are you staying home? Are you one of those rock star hosters? I am not. Oh my goodness, I do not host. Okay, friends, I think I'm gonna have to go a different route with this because this is hard for me. Like I said, somebody just requested that I do my makeup routine because they wanted to know the products that I use because they are wanting to go more natural. And again, I started the live by just talking about how many chemicals women put on their bodies every day. Every day. Okay, friends, I am not gonna claim that this is done well. It feels very awful, just this part. But it's proving a little difícil para mí. ¿Oíste? Where are my Spanish-speaking friends at? Did y'all know I lived in Venezuela? Some of my Venezuelans kind of pop onto Facebook. I started off the live with the tip and trick of the Root to Tip serum. We talked about that, how you can reverse grays or keep grays at bay. So we've got a little bit of eye touch. We've got a little bit of highlighter. Let me do my makeup last. This should be really interesting. And then I'll end it with the highlighter. And I didn't bring any lip gloss. Normally what I do is I just put a lip gloss on the shimmer, and then I am good to go. So lastly, and like I said, my routine takes me like 10 minutes max, but you know, here we are chatty. You're bringing the turkey and potatoes to your sons. You're excited to get together. Of course you are. I love that so much. There's only 1 year that I hosted, and it was because my mom actually had been really ill for almost, and it was probably 3 weeks, not quite a month. And yes, I'm using a mirror because we've got to actually get some real mascara on. Once again, I'm still using Thrive. This is well, it's just black, but it's called Liquid Lash Extensions. Now, people not only love this because I'll show you the differences between my eyes, and this will only be one coat because I tend to do one coat on each eye and then I do a second coat on each eye. But let me show you just one coat for one eye compared to the other lashes. And I actually have people who ask me if I have fake lashes just because, well, I do think I have long lashes, but these really make them shine. So I was telling you about when my mom was really sick 1 year. And so my sweet husband, who, you know, is way better than me, he was like, well, let's just host your parents. And so we had my mom and my dad over, and anyways, it's the one time I've ever hosted. Okay, so see the difference between these eyes? I hope you can. So this one has nothing on it, and then this one has just one coat of the liquid lash extension, again by Thrive. And no, I don't sell these products, but I can get you a link. I think I might be able to get you some money off. And then who knows? I mean, all the sales are happening. So if you can get extra money off, like that planner, you clip my code, which gets you money off, a coupon, and then you use a separate code to get extra money off. So you guys work it. Like, I'm not one of those people who just like buys things just to buy things, but oh my goodness, if there are things that would benefit your life, or you know that you're going to use them come 2024 or even in the nearer future, since obviously the year isn't even over yet, then, you know, work the sales, of course. What's that saying? A penny saved is a penny earned. Now, I will tell you a funny story. I actually used to give makeup tips to my friends in like junior high and maybe even high school, and they still come back to me and tell me that I ruined them. Let me tell you why, as you're like, well, why am I watching this now, right? So I used to train them, train is the wrong word, to do their bottom lashes, which I don't even do my bottom lashes ever, but make it messy and then use a Q-tip to clean it up. That way you have both mascara and eyeliner. And so anyways, this gal to this day, I think she lives in Seattle unless she's moved. And she's like, Amber, I still cannot do my bottom lashes clean because of how the way you taught me. She's like, I'm still a mess. I still make a mess and clean it up with a Q-tip. And then, you know, clean it up with a Q-tip. And I have both mascara and eyeliner. And I just laughed when she told me that. I was like, Robin, you are cracking me up. All right. So this is just the end of my mascara. Again, this is something else, talking and doing all this, huh? Am I even blocking the camera? Is it good? Come in, say hi. All right. So then what I like to do after that is actually I will check and make sure I didn't do it horribly. You know, like sometimes, you know how mascara just kind of travels a bit. So I try to get the little pieces that you don't want. And then what I like to do, and this is the final step, is I just go back to my highlighter and I just use a little bit here and I just highlight right here, like that. Now I will say this is probably the most makeup I will ever wear. So I did the full routine for you. Honestly, in the summer, it's like bronzing beads and some mascara, maybe. Like I guarantee you the majority of the people in my life have seen me without makeup more than once. Just because in Washington, I hardly ever wear makeup. And then once I got here, I kind of wear makeup, I don't know, maybe half the week. And, but you know, in the South, they're all about making sure you're all put together. So then I would, of course, round up my game with whatever I wanted to wear that day. Again, if we're reducing chemicals, make sure that your perfume is not something that you are making your body toxic with. And so just pick an essential oil that you like the flavor of. Magnolia seems to be a big old hit. You can also do, if you love things that are, I love this one since they have released it. It's called Shinrin Yoku. It's very, I was like, really? I don't think I need another tree oil in my life. And then I like smelled the blend and I do everything with it. I diffuse it. I put it in Epsom salts in a bath. I wear it like a perfume. Like I love it. And then of course, ladies, please, well, men too, please know your deodorant is full of aluminum, or check it, make sure it isn't. So balanced deodorant, of course, before you walk out the door. And don't you dare forget, you must brush your teeth. So we have two options. You have Super Mint here or the On Guard. I tend to like this one in the morning. It's minty. And I like this one at night, which is actually incredible for the immune system because of the cinnamon in it. So after I brush my teeth, which I've already done today, glory, I would put on a little bit of lip gloss, and off the day I go, and my hair is wet. And so I will literally drive down the road and I will curl it like this. And then by the time I get to you, it's more or less ready to go on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Well, Wednesday's at 8 a.m. and it would be more curled under. See how right now it's still very, very wet because I had to show you my first tip and trick using the Root to Tip serum. Yes. All right, well, I hope this was helpful, especially to those who were requesting my get ready routine, my makeup, reducing the toxins for the ladies. Of course, men, we care about you too, but I'm gonna guess most of this did not apply to you, although I do know some men who love this, whether it be because they want to keep their grays at bay, darken their grays, or they just love it for their hair product. So yes, some men do product. It's not my man. But there are men who do product. So otherwise, I guess deodorant might apply to men and brushing teeth apply to men, but the rest of it, probably not so much. So cheers to y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. I assume we won't see you. This morning, I busted out some biscuits, in case you're here for the baking. Busted out some biscuits for breakfast, and then right now we have rolls rising for dinner rolls, and then tomorrow I'm going to attempt the wild orange pumpkin cranberry muffins. So this is the very first time I will ever make it, because obviously if you saw Monday's live, it was an epic fail. We got nothing of that recipe done. But tomorrow we're gonna do it for the first time, and here's to hoping it is amazingly yummy. All right, friends, have an incredible holiday. I hope you are surrounded by those you know, love, and wanna be with. See you next time, bye.